Okay, so I've been so busy bonking students, and now it's time for the dads and the older brothers to have a go. So dads, are you ready to bonk me?
Yes!
And Bonnie have got countless guys lined up ready to us. Oh, how many shoes are you guys counting? Wait, whoa, these are all the guys. There's more in there as well.
Okay boys, here's the update. I slept with 37 uni students in one night. I took virginities. I took 23 guys in one go, and my gosh, I enjoyed it. Look how many men I've got queuing up today. I am one lucky girl. I've gone straight from students all the way to dads and their older brothers.
I saw you like builders.
Yeah, like builders and dads, because I feel like a lot of my subscribers are older as well.
Right.
Obviously, I don't want to discriminate. I don't want to just do students. I want to do their dads as well. So to be fair, I need to give credit to the student. So he gave me this idea.
Okay.
He came with his dad. And I was like, are you joking? I have to say, when I first saw him with his dad, I thought he's going to come and like tell me off.
Okay.
No, it was the opposite. He was jealous and wanted to join him.
Together?
I didn't know if that was too inbred. So I made him go separate.
Yeah,
his dad was next door in the same apartment. And I did the son first.
Okay.
Went to see the dad.
Yeah.
I still had his son's liquids on me.
Who was better, the son or the dad?
The son's penis was bigger.
Oh,
the dad was better.
That's so humbling for the dad.
Yeah.
Did you tell him that? No.
No, too nervous.
Yeah.
Would make. I mean, I was thinking when they go back for tea time that night with their mum, could be interesting.
Was he still with the mum?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Claptrim Gaming, and today I'm going to be talking about a very, 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 very weird person on TikTok. Now, TikTok is the home of degenerates. Obviously, if you don't use TikTok and you're cleansed and pure enough that you don't use the godforsaken app, then you're lucky enough to not know the character that is Bonnie Blue. She is definitely an odd specimen. I see her on TikTok a few times. She's on the FYP. She's done a collaboration with fucking Bevo. Bevo's gonna get his own video soon. It's been a long time coming. I've never spoken about Bevo for some reason, but I'm gonna talk about him. That's different because I don't dislike Bevo. I think he's definitely weird, but I don't dislike him. He hasn't done anything for me, to me. Well, not to me, obviously, but he hasn't done anything for me to not dislike him. But Bonnie Blue is a degenerate, and she's a poor excuse and a poor role model. So, from what I've seen in the past, Bonnie Blue looked like a normal person. She looked, she was in a relationship. There's like photos of her in a relationship. She was just a normal person. And then she's living a 9-to-5, and obviously, like a lot of girls nowadays, they find that the easiest way to make money is to sell your body in whatever way that may be, whether that's just plain prostitution or stripping or online stripping, so OnlyFans. And granted, some of them make a lot of money, and I don't hate the game. No, sorry, I hate the game. Hate the game, not the player. If that's a way for them to make money, I understand it. Some of them just do like less explicit stuff, so like I guess feet pics and stuff, and I guess it's easier than doing your whole body, which makes sense. But some do it hardcore. But the problem is, it's like, for a lot of girls, it's obviously it's nasty because in a lot of cases you have to look the best to do it, and it's one of those places where only the top 1%, not even that, make very good money. And in that 1% is the people that make money, and they're making enough money on TikTok OnlyFans to just live. But you're the 99% who believe that if they make an OnlyFans they're going to blow up. No, it doesn't work, because if sad, lonely men, and let's face it, that's what they are spending their money, they're spending their money on the best of the best. They're not spending hundreds of thousands on someone that they think is mid. They're spending it on someone who is the best. So, a lot of women going into it don't really have that thought process, and they just see the dollar signs, and then they get brutally fucked. It's sad, but that's the truth. Now, Bonnie Blue, I think she does OnlyFans. I'm not 100% sure. But she was tired of living a 9-to-5 job, as are a lot of people, and she saw the opportunity to start doing some weird things. Now, from what I saw, this wasn't OnlyFans, but instead was to go around campuses and fuck people. Now, I don't know if she makes her money from that, like if she makes people pay, because that is pretty much prostitution, or if her work is just online based and, you know, like her going around fucking a bunch of people is just marketing it. I don't know if she's doing it as a social experiment, I don't know, but she goes around fucking people, and she likes specifically young men. She you know, she didn't love it. I'm not saying, you know, she yearns for it, but, you know, she'll do it and she'll feel good because she's opening them up to the world of sex. And she spoke about everything under the sun. She says that she condones the fact that men cheat on their wives and blames it on the women for not being good enough for the husband. Now, in a lot of cases, yeah, maybe they're not good enough, but that's not an excuse to cheat. Just break up. Obviously, it's a bit different when you're married. There's a lot more reasons to why affairs go on. But if you're just in a normal relationship and no one's already got assets of anything, and, you know, you've not got shared assets, and, you know, just break up. Don't be a prick. It's genuinely a coward thing to do, to cheat on someone. It's a degenerate thing, and you're a loser if you do it. So, don't cheat. But she condones it because she's a cunt, and she goes around fucking loads of literally fresh adults, like people who were children. You know, I've always found that weird that that's actually a genre on porn is barely legal. I find that weird, and the fact that that's what she's pretty much partaking in. But she doesn't just do young kids, she does older people as well. So she's not discriminating, she's not leaving people out. She is fucking older people as well. She's fucking everyone. She's fucking everyone and their relative. It's sickening. It's sickening stuff. And obviously the danger in this is, you know, younger girls are going to see this and I'm going to think it's okay. Now, I don't think it's fine for anyone to go around fucking loads of people. It is genuinely a disgraceful thing to do. Whether you're religious, whether you're atheist, we can all agree that just going around and making it a hobby to fuck people is sad. It's a sad thing to do. It's a desperate thing to do. It's a loser thing to do. Whether you're a boy or a girl, it is a very sad thing to just go around fucking anything that moves. It is just sad. Fucking people all the time. It's not a way you want to live. You're literally demeaning yourself and other people to just pleasure at that point. You're making yourself and other people means to please. That's all it is to you. Like, there's no compassion there. There's no nothing. It's just sex, and it's just gross and disgusting. And the way she talks about it on camera is actually genuinely gross. Like, I've let out an audible, like, because I hate listening to the way she describes it. She is a very troubled lady, and she needs help, because it is not normal for someone to subject themselves like she does. And, like, I don't even want to imagine her sexual history. I don't even want to know what the number is of the amount of people that she's been through. But that is genuinely gross. Whether, again, I said it, I'm not, am I slut shaming? Yes. Yeah, I am. I am slut shaming. Whether you're a man or you're a woman, that is fucking sad. To go around doing that, you should be ashamed. I don't know what her parents think of it. If, like, her parents are alive, I don't know. I don't know if, like, her parents are okay with her or whatever, or like if they're on talking terms. But all I'm saying is, if my son or daughter were talking about themselves online like this, I would be so disheartened, and I'd be ashamed to talk to them. And a lot of people might disagree with me here. You might think I'd be a bad parent. Maybe if your philosophy is that way, then maybe I would be. But I genuinely think that is gross, to go around just fucking people. And to talk about it in the way that happens, to talk about it in the way that she does, is genuinely so sad. And I've played a clip at the beginning, like, there's her talking about that whole situation. It's grim. You don't need to be doing that. And I don't hate Bonnie Blue. I don't hate anyone. Hate's a strong word, especially it's too strong to use for someone that you don't even know. Now, I don't know her personally. I don't want to. It's, you know, And I don't just blame Bonnie Blue. I blame the sad men that are going to her to have sex, that are lining up with each other and talking in the hallway before they go in and see her. That is genuinely weird, and that is sad, and honestly probably homosexual, because you're going in and cleaning up after the person that you was just speaking to. All of it is just really weird. All of it's really weird. Obviously, you know, if you're homosexual, do whatever. I don't want anyone to like misconstrue that. I don't want anybody to think that I'm using it as an insult. I'm just saying there's definitely a lot of issues for all parties involved, and it is very strange. No one should ever feel proud of the fact that they're a slut or a slag, whatever you want to call it, a man slag or a man slut, whatever. You know, either gender, no one should ever be proud. It's a sad thing to do, and I don't condone it at all. And I think nowadays it's probably better to not have sex with many people, because, you know, that shows more self-control, and self-control is probably what you want in a relationship. I mean, you know, I would never get with a girl who's been with, you know, like so many people, but, and you know, again, I'd never be mean. You know, if I met a girl and she told me that, like, I wouldn't say slut, I wouldn't, you know, just spit on her. I wouldn't be nasty. I'd just say sorry, but I'm not, you know, I'm not really into kind of, I don't really want someone who's been with that many people, because, you know, I don't like the values, and, you know, I don't like the way that you know you think, and, you know, we have very different views. We're probably not compatible, and that's it's easy as that. Easy as that. You know, I don't condone it. Please don't ever live a life like this. It's just sad, genuinely. I mean, doing it, just going around and fucking a bunch of people is sad in one place, but doing it as a hobby or for work when you don't need to, genuinely trash. The only times I ever condone stripping or prostitution is when you need to. It's like a last minute resort. Like if you need to pay, if you need to put food on the table, if you have kids and, you know, you suddenly get fired, you just don't have a job, then fair enough, I can wrap my head around it. But when you have a normal job and you're like, oh, don't like it, I'm just going to go sell my body, it's just gross. I mean, she looks like a lot older than she is, so like the amount of just like stress that it's just had on her body is evident, and it's not going to go well for her in the future. I think that she's going to regret it, and it's just how it is. Again, a lot of people might just disagree with me for like slut shaming or whatever, and I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be too mean. Like, I've not called her a fucking whore or anything, you know, I've not said anything like that. I've just said I don't think it's a very I just think it's a degenerate thing to do. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here. It's probably the most heated I've ever gotten in a video. I just think it's a very poor message to be putting on to the women of, like, the young women of today's generation. And it's the same with young men as well. I think that it sets a very bad example. It makes young men think that it's okay to line up for a woman just to have 5 minutes with her. I think it's very sad. And if she is doing it and people have to pay money, please just spend your money on a fucking, you know, sign yourself up to a dating app, find a woman, find a missus, or, you know, whatever you're into, a husband or whatever. Just find someone. Same with the women, you know, just sign up for something, find someone more long term. And, you know, I don't want any of that excuse like, oh, I've had my heart broken. Shut up. It's literally, having your heart broken again is better than subjecting yourself to this degeneracy that is hooking up with Bonnie Blue. But anyway, I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you later. Peace.